From the time of Operation Sindoor commenced on 7th May till the understanding on cessation of firing and military action on 10th May, there were conversations between Indian and U.S. leaders on the evolving military situation. The issue of trade did not come up in any of these discussions.
The Indian government has firmly dismissed claims made by US President Donald Trump that he diffused a potential nuclear conflict between India and Pakistan by threatening to withhold trade. The Ministry of External Affairs clarified on Tuesday that no such discussions on trade ever occurred between Indian and US officials during the recent military standoff. Reporting to Trump's dramatic assertions, MEA spokesperson Randhir Jaiswal stated, "From the time Operation Sindoor commenced on the 7th of May till the understanding on cessation of firing and military action on the 10th of May, there were conversations between Indian and US leaders on the evolving military situation. The issue of trade did not come up in any of these discussions." Trump's comments were made during his address at the US-Saudi Arabia Investment Forum in the Gulf, where he claimed that he had personally intervened to end the hostilities between the two nuclear-armed nations. According to him, the US threatened to block trade with both countries unless they agreed to a ceasefire.
Just days ago, my administration successfully brokered a historic ceasefire to stop the escalating violence between India and Pakistan, and I used trade to a large extent to do it. I said, fellas, come on, let's make a deal. Let's do some trading. Let's not trade nuclear missiles. Let's trade the things that you make so beautifully. And they both have very powerful leaders, very strong leaders, good leaders, smart leaders. And it all stopped. Hopefully it'll remain that way, but it all stopped. I was very proud of Marco Rubio and all of the people that worked so hard. Marco, stand up. What a great job you did on that. Thank you, J.D. Vance, Marco. The whole group worked with you, but it was a great job. And I think they're actually getting along. Maybe we can even get them together a little bit, Marco, where they go out and have a nice dinner together. Wouldn't that be nice? But we've come a long way, and it could be, millions of people could have died from that conflict that started off small and was getting bigger and bigger and bigger by the day.
However, New Delhi has made it clear that any such narrative is fictional. India reiterated that its military and diplomatic decisions during the escalation were based solely on its own strategic calculations and bilateral engagements and not on any external pressure or negotiation. The MEA's rejection comes amid a series of Trump remarks that have drawn global attention and often skepticism for oversimplifying complex diplomatic events. This latest episode adds to Trump's history of making bold and sometimes unverified claims about international affairs.